In your book, Radical Metabolism, what do you suggest for breakfast? If you do suggest that, because a lot of people say, let's skip breakfast and eat just in a shorter window. What do you think about it?
I like breakfast.
I do.
I really like breakfast. For those of us that have low blood sugar, even though that's not a hip term anymore, reactive hypoglycemia is probably a little bit more PC. I believe if you can take a cup of coffee, even if it's decaffeinated, low mold coffee, organic coffee, I talk about the brand names in the book, put maybe a scoop or two of an organic whey protein powder, a little bit of cacao, a little bit of cardamom or ginger or cinnamon, maybe a dash of cinnamon, that would be a great breakfast. You're getting a little bit of your bitters because coffee is a bitter, so it'll detoxify you, help to stoke up the fat-burning digestive juices that you need. You're getting your protein in the whey, maybe 20 grams of a hormone-free whey protein from A2 milk. You're getting your cinnamon, which again is a bitter herb. A little cardamom is another one, and maybe just a dash of coconut milk for a little froth. So I like that for breakfast. I call that my citrus blaster. You can also put a little bit of citrus powder in there, which is a very high source of vitamin C. So there's a lot you can do for breakfast. I don't think we should go without breakfast. I think if you're going to wait because of intermittent fasting, which I also talk about in my book, then I would still have something at about 10 or 11 because that's an adrenal time. You need to feed the adrenals, which is your stress gland.
So the breakfast you mentioned is basically a drink.
It's a drink. It's a liquid drink. It's a blaster.
How does it hold you over? That's what people would ask.
For 4 hours.
Really?
Yeah, okay. And you could put even a little oil in there if you wanted. You could put that's where your 1 tablespoon of hemp seed oil, I think you need 2 a day, but 1 hemp seed oil tablespoon could go into that citrus blaster. And that would really elongate the period when you're not hungry.
So what's your thought? Fasting is kind of the popular thing to talk about these days, and there's different kinds. What are your thoughts?
I think moderate intermittent fasting is probably very healthful.
Okay, which would mean eating just within a small window each day, or?
Maybe 10 to 6.
Okay.
I just wouldn't overdo anything, and I'm one that used to think of a lot is good, more is better.
Yeah.
So you're talking to somebody that's in kind of recovery in that respect. I really believe in moderation because your body is going to know the difference. Mm-hmm. And we're under a lot of stress. You need your nutrients, you need your protein, you need to replace torn tissue, you need it for your hormones, you need protein for enzymes, you need protein to escort toxins from the system. So I'm a big believer in a little bit of protein in the morning. It could be a vegan style protein, it could be an animal protein. Just make sure it's clean.